जिन्नं न भूयः अजो नित्यं शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां तया प्रवृत्तचेतसां व्यावसायिकमिका बुद्धिर्समाधो न विधीयते।
शॉपिंग करने लगा ठीक है।
कुछ प्रॉब्लम देते हैं यार। जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यं यौवन् वेत्ति स तत्त्वतः तत्त्वतः तत्त्वादेहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति स्वार्जुन तत्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेशान्तिरे ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनः तत्त्वदर्शनः यहि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनेव एव ते अद्य अनन्तवन्त कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधा भोक्तारां यत्नतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां श्रान्तिरुच्यते योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गन्त मद्गतेनान्तरात्मनः श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां समे युक्ततमो मतः हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 बोल।
One more time, someone, another devotee can recite.
कार्पण्यदोषोपहता स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसमुड्डचेत यच्छ्रेयसा निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वं प्रपन्नं देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिर्धीरस्तत्र न मूयति न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूया अजो नित्यशाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया अपहृतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विधीयते प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैकर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्तारं हिति मन्यते एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम् इमां राजर्षयो विदु सकालनेह महता योगो नष्टः परन्तप परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम् एवं यो वेति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सो अर्जुन तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनास्तत्त्वदर्शिनः ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनाय एव ते आदियन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः भोक्तारां यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरम् सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिमृच्छति योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेरन्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां समे युक्तात्मनो मतः
प्रभु जी स्क्रीन बंद कर दो अभी।
हाँ।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Viraj Prabhu. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण
हम्म कुठे गेला?
हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So, welcome all of you for today's Bhakti Shastri session. So, last week we had discussion on second chapter, few around 5 6 shlokas we had discussion. So, before we start, some quick recap from the last session. You can just raise your hands or you can unmute yourself in any sequence. And it is important to recollect. I know because many of the devotees, when they attend the sessions, so many of them have many parallel tasking also going on. Because whenever I travel to different voices, I understand like how they attend the Bhakti Shastri sessions. So many parallel taskings are going on, and many other things happen. So at least, but when we try to repeat whatever things are happening, so at least we get back to the flow. Okay. Yes, Mayapur voice, Pro.
Guruji, we have, am I audible, Guruji?
Yeah.
We have discussed the concept of dream, that how this material world is like a dream. That concept we have discussed in the last session. And in that you told that and one more concept we have discussed about some question. So you have told in one of the question that soul cannot be understood by material logic, just like we have seen the example of t-shirt, that how t-shirt is resembling the form of body. So the soul of animal and soul of human. So in that you told that by material logic we cannot understand the soul. We have to accept from authority.
Yeah. And Krishna himself is going to speak now this thing in 27, 28 after Jatasya Dhruva Shloka. Krishna himself will tell. Some people describe soul as amazing. Some people think that soul is amazing. Some people understand soul is amazing. But he said nobody understands soul. So we are discussing about the idea of soul. But later, so Krishna
Yeah.
Prabhupada wrote in the purport there, only if we accept Krishna's version, what is the soul, then we'll be safe. Otherwise, there are hundreds of opinion about soul by different philosophers. So very difficult to understand soul by our own material logic. Yes, bro. Thank you. Yes, Abhijit Prabhu or whoever is there. Yeah, speak. Any other recollection from last class? Yes, Vaibhav Prabhu.
Prabhuji, we also saw the in 2.15 the what is the outcome of the tolerant, we free from the bondage and eligible from for the liberation. Uh, if you want to the higher thing, then you have to give up the lower thing.
Hmm. So Prabhupada in that purport mentions, no, yam hi na vithayanti ete. He mentions about that especially the fourth order of life, that is sannyas, is a painstaking situation. But sannyas or renunciation is a painstaking situation. But he said every spiritualist who is aspiring for perfection may have to take such decisions in his life, even though they may not be pleasing. So Arjuna is telling, okay, I will kill them, but I will lose them. I won't have Bhishma Pitama. I won't have Dronacharya. He said, no, that you have to tolerate only. You have to do that. Otherwise, without pain, there is no gain in spiritual life. Okay, thank you. Any other point recollect from class?
Prabhuji, in one of the purports, it was mentioned that a person who can tolerate both distress and happiness is eligible for liberation.
Yes, same. That is the 2.15 only. That is yam hina vithayanti ete. So anyway, there are so we said that was something which cannot be cured has to be endured. There are certain things which we cannot cure only. They just get repaired by the passing away of time. Like I remember in the childhood, sometimes as a small child, we get pimples on our face. How many of you got pimples on your face? Sometimes, right? Many of us, no? And it is very dirty to watch ourselves in the mirror. My God, and the pus comes out and so dirty. When all we always applies different creams and this and that and weight spray and go to doctors so that we look beautiful. But doctors also tell one thing only: don't worry, it will go away by the passing away of time. So although may apply many other creams, but it automatically goes, because in this world all the problems are temporary only, because material world is only temporary. Only one thing does not go away by passing of time. You know what? One thing which does not go away by passing of time is ignorance, avidya. Avidya will not go. All other problems will go. Ministers will change. Like recently, America is on fire. Samsara Dawa they are experiencing. America. Practical experience of Samsara Dawa in America. And burning entire cities, cities getting burnt, Hollywood burnt. So we find that everything is temporary. So all the problems are also temporary. Material problems. Because material body is only temporary. So I said tolerate. Okay, thank you. Any other point, Prabhu?
So you mentioned that nothing enters in soul, but soul enters in something. I mean, it's body or it. Like you give example of water. When one person drowns, water fills inside, and then
Uh,
there's
soul is all pervading. If something is all pervading, then it has to be permanent. Means yeah, it will kill that person. Na? So soul is constant phenomena. So in this entire thank you, Prabhus, for recollection. I think there are many other discussions, but I'll quickly give you one short summary of what is going on in this second chapter now. We know second chapter begins with in the 2.1. Okay, I'll just show you certain things. So we know the acronym for the second chapter is, that is Gita. So second chapter begins with Arjuna accepting Krishna as Guru. So just a quick recap of what all things are happening. So verse number 1 to 10, they describe about Arjuna indecision, and then his situations are created that he accepts him as Guru. So in the first shloka of this chapter, Lord Krishna is chastising Arjuna. He's slapping Arjuna because he's seeing Arjuna full of compassion, and he's lamenting because of material conception of life. So generally, material conception of life makes a person sorrowful because he doesn't have clear idea. And we know Krishna is called as Madhusudana in the first verse, that Kutastva Akashmalamidam Vishame Samupashtitam. So in the first verse of Bhagavad Gita here, second chapter, Krishna is Krishna is telling that your compassion, what you say to be compassion, is useless compassion. That is not compassion at all. That is a so-called compassion. And then, so every word which is used has some specific purpose. Then Arjuna has some further doubts and certain confusion. He's telling, how can I counterattack big people like this, Bhishma and Drona? They are my worshipable masters. And we should, even if they cause harm to me, respect seniors should always be respected. So he said, you are Madhusudana. You are not Sandipani Muni Sudhan, or you are not Ugrasen Sudhan. So that means, and you are telling me to kill my teachers only. He said, better I will live by begging. In the fifth verse, Arjun tells, better I'll live by begging only. I'll not fight. At least I'll not do something wrong. Because in Manu Samhita, it is mentioned that as long as possible, one should try to avoid the fights, no matter what happens. As long as possible, one should try to avoid the fights. But Krishna, in this entire chapter, is trying to convince Arjun that is all, whatever you are saying are the material consideration. But this is not a material fight. This is not a material enmity. This is Dharma Yuddha. And Dharma Yuddha means whether you die or whether you win, it does not matter. It's a Dharma Yuddha. So all whatever logic, whatever ideologies you have are all material conceptions. So that is what Krishna is trying to convince. Then in the sixth verse, Arjuna says, I'm confused, Baba. I don't understand what is better now. You only tell. And in the seventh verse, Arjuna surrenders. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prachami tvam dharma samuda chetah. So he accepts Krishna as Guru. And suddenly, someone who was friend has become teacher. So, and the friend has become disciple. So, and then Arjuna clearly tells, I have no other means in my life. In the eighth shloka, he says, other than your guidance only. Because without Guru's guidance, one cannot solve the perplexities of life. So Arjuna understood that his so-called compassion, his so-called knowledge was useless in solving the problems of his life. Then ninth verse onwards, so Dhritarashtra might be feeling very nice. Oh, Arjuna is confused now, and Arjuna is not going to fight now, and Arjuna is going to leave the battle now. But Sanjaya warns him, don't worry. Now something amazing is going to happen. Arjuna told that I'm not going to fight. But then Krishna is Rishikesh. And Rishikesh is the controller of the senses of everyone. And he will now he will guide Arjuna now. And Arjuna will receive spiritual knowledge, and then Arjuna will receive spiritual knowledge, and then he will be very perfect for fighting. Then, whenever lamentation comes in the life of anyone, and whenever materialistic concept troubles anyone, then the Atma Gnan is important, the knowledge of soul. So that's why around 20 shlokas are focusing on the concept of soul only. What is this soul? What is this soul? Actually, anyone who understands this idea of soul will overcome bodily conception of life. Many times we are too much attracted. Like I remember yesterday I was reading a lot of time this concept of soul. And सचमुच थोड़ी देर शाम में ऐसा लगने लगा यार क्या है जीवन का उद्देश्य क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं एक इनसिग्निफिकेंट आत्मा हूँ मतलब सोल के बारे में अगर कोई चर्चा करता है ना कुछ समय के बाद आपका मतलब आपको नेचुरली वैराग्य आ जाता है बोला, यार क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं इधर उधर भाग रहा हूँ ये कर रहा हूँ वो कर रहा हूँ क्या जीवन पर मीन्स एटलीस्ट दिस टेम्पररी थॉट प्रोसेस कम्स when the knowledge of soul is being given. So whenever lamentation has to be subdued, lamentation has to be cured, then the knowledge of soul is very, very important. And you see, then all these attractions and aversions in this world, they go away. So, and even Krishna says, the knowledge of soul, if very properly understood by someone, then he becomes eligible for liberation. So, that's why we are spending so much time to understand this analysis of body and soul. So, verse number 11 to 30, they speak about analysis of body and soul. What is matter? What is spirit? And in the 11th verse, he spoke about Natvevaham Jatunasham, Natvam Neme Janadipa. Never there was a time. So I guess somebody was asking me this question that time. Ravi Prabhu was asking, or someone was asking, na Prabhu, that isn't there a time when soul was created? We say that soul is it. Who was asking this question, Prabhu? कि ऐसे एक तो मोमेंट होगा ना जब कौन पूछा था ये क्वेश्चन?
Satyanarayana Prabhu was asking.
ओके
Satyanarayana.
कि एक ऐसा कोई तो समय होगा जब सोल हम कोई नहीं होगा और बाद में हम आ गए है ना ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है तो मैंने इसके ऊपर फिर से थोड़ा सा रिसर्च किया प्रभुपाद के वेदाभ्यास में चैतन्य चरितामृत में डिवोटिस से पूछा कि कभी ना कभी मुझे भी लगा कभी ना कभी तो ऐसा समय होगा ना कि जब कृष्ण अकेले होंगे और कृष्ण अकेले होंगे और हम फिर बाद में क्रिएट किए गए फिर ये श्लोक का कैसे अप्लाई होता है तो चैतन्य चरितामृत में इसके बारे में भगवान मेरे पास परपट है आई कैन शो यू दैट परपट ऑल्सो बट बेसिकली ही टेल्स एक्चुअल में हम लोग इटरनली है मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि कृष्णा ने पहले हमको बनाया फिर हम एक्सपांड हम वो जो सुनते हैं ना बलराम राधा एंड ऑल दैट इज ऑल्सो ट्रू बट इस हम इटरनली लोग हैं हम भी इटरनल है वो प्रोपात बोले कि उसमें ये सब जो आइडियोलॉजी दिया जाता है ना कि कृष्णा बलराम ये इसलिए दिया जाता है क्योंकि कंडीशन सोल को लगता ही नहीं कि कोई कुछ तो क्रिएशन का सोर्स होना चाहिए हम कैसे इटरनल हो सकते हैं तो इसे प्रोपद खुद लिखता है ये बताने के लिए हम ऐसा उसको टेक्निकली बताते हैं कि ठीक है भाई पहले कृष्णा थे कृष्णा से ऐसा ऐसा हुआ लेकिन जैसे ही कृष्णा ने इच्छा की हम इटरनल है मतलब कृष्णा जब से है तब से हम है ही सो दैट इज प्रोपद राइट्स इन द पर्पट सो दैट्स व्हाई नत्वेवा हम जातु नाशम हम पहले से ही एग्जिस्टिंग है ऐसा नहीं कि हम सडनली कभी क्रिएट किए गए ऐसा नहीं है जब से कृष्णा है तब से हम है सो दैट इज प्रॉपर खुद परपट में लिखे है सिर्फ जस्ट फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग से दिस लॉजिक इज गिवन है पहले ये आया क्योंकि लोगों को हमेशा प्रॉब्लम रहता है पहले चिकन आया एग आया चिकन आया प्रॉब्लम चलता रहता है ना तो ठीक है चलो भाई पहले एग आया बाद में चिकन आया फिर वो बोलेंगे दोनों केसेस कभी बोलते दोनों साथ में ही था दोनों साथ में कैसे आया चिकन या एग साथ में कैसे हो सकता है पहले कुछ तो होना चाहिए so this is all material logic which we have but यहाँ पे प्रोपस क्लियरली लिखते हैं कि it is we all are eternal only So in that, I'll just show you now quickly something very beautiful. So आप इसको नोट डाउन कर सकते हैं, विच विल हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड श्लोका का फ्लो क्या चल रहा है, अर्जुन का माइंडसेट क्या चल रहा है, और कौन सा श्लोक क्यों बोला जा रहा है. So this is a very nice notes by Gauranga Priya Prabhu, in which he mentions very beautifully. हर श्लोक, हमें हर श्लोक सेम ही लग रहा है कि अरे भाई सोल 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 सोल, हर श्लोक में सोल के बारे में बताया जा रहा है, ऐसे लग रहा है. लेकिन ये प्रभु जी गौरांग गौरांग प्रिय प्रभु बहुत अच्छे से बताएंगे अभी. मैं आपको शेयर करता हूँ. हाँ, एक डोट आप इसको देख सकते हैं. वन वन डिवोटी कैन ऑल्सो रीड दिस वन. वेरी नाइस थिंग. दिस में भी वेरी, इसका काफी अच्छा आपको इससे समझ जाएगा पूरा कि क्या चल रहा है. श्लोक, कौन सा श्लोक कृष्णा अर्जुन क्यों बोल रहे हैं, और कृष्णा क्यों बोल रहे हैं, कौन सा श्लोक कब क्यों बोल रहे हैं. सो ये पूरा समरी है कि बेसिकली 2.12 से लेके 2.30 तक कृष्णा जो है सारे रेफुटेशंस जो सारे अर्जुन के जो भी आर्ग्यूमेंट्स थे उसको स्मैश कर रहे हैं. स्पेशली एक आर्ग्यूमेंट को स्मैश कर रहे हैं, जो उनका कंपैशन, मटेरियल कंपैशन, कि अर्जुन चाहते हैं कि मैं फाइट नहीं करूंगा ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एंजॉयमेंट, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ 5 रीजन जो बताए ना कि जिसके लिए मैं फाइट नहीं करूंगा. तो यहाँ पर कृष्णा जो है एक आर्ग्यूमेंट्स को, अलग अलग आर्ग्यूमेंट्स को स्मैश कर रहे हैं. और हमको हर श्लोक क्यों बताया गया, तो अर्जुन के मन में क्या चल रहा था और कृष्णा के मन में क्या चल रहा था. तो ये विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर जो है, उन्होंने जो लिखा है उसके बेसिस पे लिखा है. ओके. So one two devotees. I'll read. I'll read what we say. Arjuna may argue. Somebody should read. Krishna refutes. Okay. So in the first shloka, that is 11 2.12 श्लोका, कृष्णा बता रहे हैं कि इंडिविजुअलिटी कभी लॉस नहीं होती है, सभी लोग इटर्नल है और हमेशा जिंदा रहेंगे, तो शोक करने का कोई कारण नहीं है. 2.12, दैट इज नत्वेवाहम जातुनाशम नत्वम नेमे जनाधिपा. So 2.13. Arjuna may argue, change of body is still cause of a lamentation. Somebody can read how Krishna refutes it.
All living entities are eternal. Change of body,
This one.
change of body is as natural as change
Yeah.
of boyhood to youth to old age. Nobody laments for such a natural change.
हाँ, तो बोल रहे हैं कि आप बोल रहे हो कि सब लोग इटर्नल है, इटर्नल है, इटर्नल है, तो मार दो, बोले ऐसा. बोले लेकिन अरे बाबा, किसी की बॉडी को चेंज भी करूंगा मैं तो उसको दुख आएगा. तो बोले आप चाहो ना चाहो बॉडी चेंज होने ही वाली है, जैसे बचपन से लेके बुढ़ापे तक चेंज हो रही है, तो ये चेंज होने ही वाली है. तो आप देखोगे सारे श्लोकों में ना, मेन कृष्ण का पर्पस एक ही है. हम कभी कभी सोचते हैं ना कि ये सारे श्लोक क्यों बताए जा रहे हैं, क्यों बताए जा रहे हैं. कृष्ण इतना सारा फिलोसफी सिर्फ एक कारण से बता रहे हैं. वो क्या है, अर्जुन को बताने के लिए तुम फाइट करो, तुम तुम्हारा ड्यूटी करो, फाइट करो, और साथ साथ में हमको भी उपदेश दे रहे हैं. सो यहाँ पे वो बोल रहे हैं चेंज ऑफ बॉडी इज अ कॉज ऑफ लैमेंटेशन. तो कृष्णा बोलते हैं आप चाहो ना चाहो बॉडी तो चेंज होने ही वाली है, यूथ से ऑलरेडी हो गई है अभी तक चेंज. ओके, अर्जुना में आर्ग्यू, but we do lament for the loss of youth to old age. How Krishna refutes it?
But Bhishma and Drona will get fresh bodies, which can be heavenly birth or spiritual bodies. Therefore, no lamentation. For example, King Yayati traded his old age and got a fresh, youthful body. That was the cause of rejoicing.
हाँ, तो 2.13 श्लोक का जो देहनोस में नेता देह वाला जो आ रहा है, अर्जुन बोले अरे पर आप बोल रहे हो ड्रेस चेंज होता है तो प्रॉब्लम होता है, मैं बूढ़ा या यंग बॉडी से बुढ़ापे में आता हूँ तो मुझे प्रॉब्लम होता है. तो कृष्णा कहते हैं अरे टेंशन मत लो, उनको नए कपड़े मिलने वाले हैं, उनको आपको नए कपड़े मिलने वाले हैं और हेवनली बॉडी मिलने वाला है, तो स्पिरिचुअल बॉडी मिलने वाला है। तो आप नया कपड़ा मिल रहा है, आपका लैपटॉप वर्जन या मोबाइल वर्जन अपग्रेड हो रहा है, तो रो मत। बाद में तो भी अर्जुन सोचते हैं ऐसा नहीं बाबा, बट अटैचमेंट टू करंट बॉडीज ऑफ रिलेटिव्स विल बी स्टिल कॉज ऑफ लैमेंटेशन ऑन लूजिंग देम। ठीक है, उसको नया बॉडी मिलेगा, लेकिन व्हाट अबाउट जो रिलेटिव्स उनके पुराने बॉडी से अटैच थे, उनको तो दुख होगा काफी। तो कृष्णा क्या बोले?
No choice but to tolerate such non-tolerant, non-permanent dualities. They arise from sense perception.
Like I remember, यार आपको I remember once my laptop had become too bad. It was like 10 years हो गया था लैपटॉप का, 10 years। तो 10 ईयर के बाद एकदम हरी हरी बोल चल रहा था वो पूरा, एकदम धीमे 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 धीमे, लेकिन तो भी अटैचमेंट था उस लैपटॉप से। 10 साल उसने मेरा साथ दिया है, और उसके कुछ फीचर्स बहुत अच्छे थे। और तो मंदिर ने नया लैपटॉप देने का बात किया, नया लैपटॉप लेना पड़ेगा, ये गया आपका, अब हम रिपेयर नहीं कर सकते। बोला नहीं ना, लेकिन उसका वो फीचर बहुत अच्छा था, वो फीचर चला जाएगा, उसका वो जो स्पेशलिटी था वो नए लैपटॉप में नहीं मिलने वाला मुझे, जो पुराने लैपटॉप में था। तो बोले कुछ नहीं, टॉलरेट करो, सीख जाओगे नया, टॉलरेट करो, और कुछ नहीं अभी। ऐसा वी कैन नॉट एवरीथिंग आपको परफेक्ट चाहिए करके। जैसे कि मोबाइल भी अपग्रेड करते तो कुछ फीचर जो है चेंज हो जाते हैं, तो हमें लगता है अरे वो मेरा फीचर चला जाएगा, बोले कुछ नया नया फीचर आएगा, चुप करो। सो दी सेड डोंट वरी, आपको टॉलरेट करो इसको, और कुछ नहीं है। फिर कृष्णा बोलते हैं कि कृष्णा एस्टेब्लिशेस विजन ऑफ सीयर्स ऑफ द ट्रूथ, दैट वो बोलते हैं कि हाउ सोल इज इटर्नल एंड बॉडी इज टेम्पररी। ओके, सिक्स्थ आर्गुमेंट, अर्जुन आर्ग्यूज यू आर टेलिंग मी टू कमिट वायलेंस, but that will incur sinful reaction because I am very fearful of sin। तो कृष्णा क्या बोल रहे हैं प्रभु, पढ़िए।
Violence under my direction does not incur any sinful reaction.
हाँ, he said this is under like a high court has told you, high court has told a police to kill someone, so he said no, it will not incur any sinful reaction। But now Arjuna is saying ठीक है बाबा, it will not incur sinful reaction, but it Bhishma, Pitama and Drona, they will lose their present bodies, and that was a source of enjoyment for them। Then Krishna says what?
Change of body is like change of dress. Enjoyment for them, change of body is like change of dress. They will get fresh bodies and thus happiness.
Yeah, so don't worry at all। तो अभी बाद में अर्जुन और कृष्णा बोलते हैं नहीं नहीं, मैं कैसे मार सकता हूँ, कैसे नहीं मार सकता हूँ। तो और कृष्णा बोलते हैं देखो भाई, तुम इतना डर रहे हो कि तुम बॉडी को मार रखते हो, बॉडी तो मरने ही वाला है, और सोल को तो तुम मार ही नहीं सकते। सोल तो कभी, सोल को कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता। कैलिफोर्निया के फायर में भी सोल नहीं मर सकता, और लॉस एंजलिस में जो पूरी आग लगा है, सुनामी आई है, उधर पेरू में जो भी आया है, अर्थक्वेक आया है, उसमें भी सोल नहीं मर सकता। तो सोल तो मर ही नहीं सकता है, तो तुम किसकी बात कर रहे हो? ना ही तुम किसी को सोल को मार सकते हो, ना ही तुम सोल को मरवा सकते हो। तो पूरा नाइन्थ इसमें वो बोलते हैं सोल को तो कोई मार ही नहीं सकता है। यस प्रभु, नाइन्थ आर्ग्यूमेंट, देर इज नो सोल ओनली, द बॉडी इज ऑल इन ऑल।
Ev- Even if there is no soul, still there is no cause of lamentation for loss of chemicals.
हाँ, अगर इन केस, अर्जुन तो डिवोटी है, लेकिन अर्जुन को इन केस ऐसा लगता है कि चलो भाई मैं नहीं मानता सोल बोल को, क्या तुम सोल सोल लगा के रखे हो, मैं मानता ही नहीं सोल को। बोले अगर तुम मानते ही नहीं सोल को तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। क्यों कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, क्यों? क्योंकि वो तो बॉडी है, बॉडी ही सब कुछ है, तो बॉडी तो केमिकल से बनी है। कुछ केमिकल्स अगर घूम जाए तो कोई बड़ा लॉस है क्या? कितने सारे केमिकल्स हम वेस्ट करते हैं कभी कभी, होलिक में, ये में, अलग अलग रिएक्शंस करने में, टेस्टिंग करने में, कितने सारे केमिकल्स टेस्टिंग करते हैं, कुछ केमिकल्स चले गए, तुम सोल को मानते ही नहीं हो, तो फिर कोई टेंशन नहीं, फाइट फाइट करो। तो हर रिस्क का देखो एक ही आंसर है, फाइट फाइट फाइट, वो बोल रहे हैं। लेकिन अभी इस प्रकार से आर्गुमेंट्स आते हैं। तो अभी हम 2.26 तक आपको बता दिया मैंने कि किस प्रकार से फ्लो चल रहा है, कि अर्जुन के मन में क्या चल रहा है, कृष्णा के मन में क्या चल रहा है। सो नाउ विल गो अहेड एंड क्विकली कवर सर्टेन वर्सेस। Last time, anyone remembers bro, which verses we did?
We have to start from 21.
21. Okay, I'll share one. All of you have these notes with you, Prabhu? whatever I shared, in case you don't have, I'll again put it on WhatsApp group so that these notes are also helpful for your study of Gita.
Which last time we didn't had much discussion of 20th verse.
20th,
20.
20. Okay, fine. ठीक है. जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूय अजो नित्यशाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. तो बेसिकली ये थीम चल रहा है कि सोल इम्यूटेबल है, सोल को कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता. यस प्रो, पढ़िए.
For the soul, translation, for the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain.
So basically, he's telling that soul is eternal. Soul never dies only. Neither it was born in the past, and nor that it will born in the future. There is no decay, no transformation, no old age for the soul. So even if you are, no, soul is not killed when the body is killed. So Prabhupada, did we read the purport, Prabhu, or no? Okay. ठीक है, Prabhu. Quickly read the purport.
Purport. Qualitatively, the small atomic fragmental part of the Supreme Spirit is one with the Supreme. He undergoes no changes like the body. Sometimes the soul, can you scroll down? Sometimes the soul is called steady or kutastha. The body is subjected to 6 kinds of transformations. It takes its birth from the womb of a mother's body, remains for some time, grows, produces some effects, gradually dwindles, and at last vanishes into oblivion. The soul, however, does not go through such changes. The soul is not born, but because he takes on material body, the body takes his birth. The soul does not take birth there, and the soul does not die. Anything which has birth also has death. And because the soul has no birth, he is therefore has no past, present, or future. He is eternal, ever existing, and primeval. That is, there is no trace in history of his coming into being. Under the impression of the body, we seek the history of birth, etc., of the soul. The soul does not at any time becomes old as the body does. The so-called old man therefore feels himself to be in the same spirit as in his childhood or youth. The changes of the body do not affect the soul. The soul does not deteriorate like a tree, nor anything material. The soul has no byproduct either. The byproduct of the body, namely children, are also different individual souls, and owing to the body, they appear as children of a particular man. The body develops because of soul's presence, but the sick soul has neither offshoots nor change. Therefore, the soul is free from the 6 changes of the body. In the Katha Upanishad 1.2.18, we also find the similar passage which reads, Najayate mriyate va vipaschan, nayam kutaschan na babhuva kaschan, ajo nitya sashato yam purano, na hannate hanyamane sarire. The meaning and purport of this verse is same as in the Bhagavad Gita. But here in this verse, there is one special word, vipaschan, which means learned or with knowledge. The soul is full of knowledge or full always with consciousness. Therefore, consciousness is the symptom of the soul. Even if one does not find the soul within the heart where he is situated, one can still understand the presence of the soul simply by the presence of consciousness. Sometimes we do not find the sun in the sky owing to the clouds or for some other reason. But the light of the sun is always there, and we are convinced that it is there for daytime. As soon as there is little light in the sky early in the morning, we can understand that the sun is in the sky. Similarly, since there is some consciousness in all bodies, whether man or animal, we can understand the presence of the soul. This consciousness of the soul is, however, different from the consciousness of the Supreme, because Supreme consciousness is all knowledge, past, present, and future. The consciousness of the individual soul is prone to be forgetful. When he is forgetful of his nature, he obtains education and enlightenment from the superior lessons of Krishna. But Krishna is not like a forgetful soul. If so, Krishna's teaching of Bhagavad Gita would be useless. There are two kinds of souls, namely the minute particle soul, Anu Atma, and the super soul, Vibhu Atma. This is also confirmed in the Katha Upanishad 1.2.20 in this way. Anor Aniyan Mahato Mahiyan Atmasya Jantor Nihito Bhuyayam Tam Akrutu Pashyati Vitoch Shoko Dhatu Prasadan Mahimanam Atmana. Both the super soul Paramatma and the atomic soul Jivatma are situated on the same tree of the body within the same heart of the living being, and only one who has become free from all material desires as well as the lamentations can, by the grace of Supreme, understand the glories of the soul. Krishna is fountainhead of the super soul also, as it will be disclosed in the following chapters, and Arjuna is atomic soul, forgetful of his real nature. Therefore, he acquires to be enlightened by Krishna or by bona fide representative, the spiritual master.
Yeah. So the analogy is given. Certain analogies are given, like especially in the winter season or the rainy season, there are clouds in the sky. And in the clouds in the sky, we cannot perceive the sun, whether sun is existing or not. But just by understanding there is a light, we can understand sun must be there. Similarly, if there is a consciousness in the body, then we can immediately understand that this consciousness is possible only by the presence of this atomic soul, that is soul. And another example which is given here is there are two birds sitting on the tree. One bird is his friend, and one bird, that is we, are trying to enjoy the fruits of the tree. Some fruits are bitter, some fruits are sour, some fruits are sweet. But this current bird, like ourselves, we are so busy in the eating that we do not pay our attention to another friend who is just patiently watching us. That is super soul. And that's why today we are suffering in this world. Because that another friend of us knows a better place where sweet fruits are available and is ready to take us there. If we just follow his directions, he can tell us which fruits are better, what to do. But we are so busy in eating the fruits and figuring out life ourselves that we do not pay attention to the words of this another friend. And that is the that is the root cause of our suffering. So basically the nature of Jiva is being shown here, and how Krishna is trying to convince Arjuna that uh, it is not, soul does not die when the body dies. So this is a lot of huge discussion by acharyas here, but we'll not go into that much detail. Now 21 verse. Veda vinashinam nityam ya enam ajam avyayam katham sa purushah partha kam ghatayati hantikam. Yes, bro. Please read. Actually, I have already explained many of the things when I show the flow, na? Okay, what is coming here? So that's why we are just reading proper purpose now. Whenever the linking point comes, I'll just share. Yes, bro.
O
20.
Parth, how can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, and immutable kill anyone or cause anyone to kill? Everything has its proper utility, and a man who is situated in complete knowledge knows how and where to apply a thing for its proper utility. Similarly, violence also has its utility, and how to apply violence rests with a person in knowledge. Although the justice of the peace awards capital punishment to a person condemned for murder, the justice of the peace cannot be blamed because he orders violence to another person according to the codes of justice. In Manu Samhita, the law book for mankind, it is supported that a murderer should be condemned to death so that in the next life he will not have to suffer for the great sin he has committed. Therefore, the king's punishment of hanging a murderer is actually beneficial. Similarly, when Krishna orders fighting, it must be concluded that violence is for the supreme justice, and thus Arjuna should follow the instruction, knowing well that such a violence committed in the act of fighting for Krishna is not violence at all because, at any rate, the man, or rather the soul, cannot be killed. So, for the administration of justice, so called violence is permitted. A surgical operation is not meant to kill the patient, but to cure him. Therefore, the fighting to be executed by Arjun at the instruction of Krishna is with full knowledge, so there is no possibility of sinful action.
Yeah. So there is Krishna is giving two examples here. Everything has a utility. Violence also has a utility. So violence is also not bad. When violence is used by a surgeon, then that surgery cures the patient. So everything has the right place in the spiritual world. So we know that very famous examples from Srimad Bhagavatam, na? Or in scriptures we read. Who used his anger properly? Who was a person who used his anger properly? And that was used in the service of Lord.
Hanumanji.
Hanumanji uses his anger very properly. What about greed? Anyone can tell what is a greed? Who used his greed properly in the service of Lord? Okay, you can guess.
So Gopas, like they used to steal butter.
Okay. Yes, Swapnil bro.
Prabhuji, Daksh Maharaj.
अच्छा, Daksh Maharaj.
Prabhuji, I guess Dhruv Maharaj.
Okay.
गुरुजी हनुमान जी
हनुमान जी एंगर.
गुरुजी ग्रीड के लिए भी हो सकता है ना, मतलब जब सेवा के लिए वो माउंटेन लेने के लिए गए तो पूरा का पूरा लेके आए.
ओके ओके. अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है. हमारे एक आचार्य है जिन्होंने बहुत ग्रीडी थे होली नेम चैंट करने के लिए. बहुत ग्रीड था उनको. बहुत ग्रीड.
हरिदास ठाकुर।
हरिदास ठाकुर खत्म ही नहीं करते थे. कितना भी बोलो वो बोलते थे बचा ही माला है. कितनी भी अरबी जाओ बोले बचा ही माला है. कितना मतलब ग्रीड है. तो वन शुड बी ग्रीडी फॉर कृष्णा लाइक दैट. लस्ट. हु यूज लस्ट प्रॉपरली?
गोपीज।
Yeah. Gopis. So there are two kinds of gopis. One are called as Rishичari gopis, and one is called as Nitya gopis. So this another sort of gopis. Some of the gopis had a lusty feelings for Krishna, but only they had redirected their lust in a proper manner. So Prabhupada, in one of the purports in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, he mentions one very beautiful thing. Prabhupada says, entire world is revolving around this one concept of sex life. प्रभुपाद बहुत ज्यादा लिखते हैं उस वर्ड पर्पट में. सेक्स लाइफ ये वर्ड इतना लिखते हैं. पढ़ने में थोड़ा अजीब लगता है. पढ़ते हो कैसा लगता है अरे इतना क्यों लिख सब मुझे पढ़ने में थोड़ा अजीब लग रहा है. लेकिन प्रभुपाद बहुत लिखते हैं. प्रभुपाद बोले एंटायर वर्ल्ड इज फैसिनेटेड बाय दिस सेक्स लाइफ. Everyone is looking for sex. प्रभुपाद लिखते हैं. And any thought of a person after few moments is about this only. But he said, why people are so much disturbed by these desires? He said, because people do not know that there is a real sex also. Soul has a natural tendency to engage in sex life. So मैं बोला, my God, ये क्या लिख रहे हैं? Soul has natural tendency to engage in sex life, and they do not know what the real sex life is. But he said, in spiritual world also there is sex life, and that is called as adiras. And what we are experiencing in this material world is called as mundane ras, because we are away from this adirasa. Our mind is perverted into mundane rasa. उतना ही इंटेंसिटी का mundane रस में हम जाते हैं. लेकिन soul has to get just information about what is real sex life and spiritual sex. So he said spiritual sex means giving pleasure to Krishna, and that is what. और क्या है वो उधर जाके समझेगा exactly हमको क्या होता है वो exactly. लेकिन he Prabhupada writes that everything has a utility. Everything has a proper utility. So violence has a utility. It is not that violence is bad. Violence is also useful. So in this shloka, that he's telling that only. So he's telling a person should understand through logic and scripture that soul is indestructible. One should spend some time about this. That how soul is unborn without decay. Then such a person he will be understanding. He will not he will act on the platform of duty. So he said one should understand through logic and through the methods of scripture that soul is avinashinam. Avinashinam. That soul is avinashinam. So now the very famous shloka about 22nd. Yes, bro. Someone can read. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grinati naro parani तथा शरीरानि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि.
As the person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts the new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. Purport. Change of body by the atomic individual soul is an accepted fact. Even the modern scientists who do not believe in the existence of the soul, but at the same time cannot explain the source of energy from the heart, have to accept continuous changes of body which appear from childhood to boyhood and from boyhood to youth and again from youth to old age. From old age, the change is transferred to another body. This has already been explained in the previous verse 2.13. Transference of the atomic individual soul to another body is made possible by the grace of supersoul. The supersoul fulfills the desire of the atomic soul as one friend fulfills the desire of another. The Vedas, like the Mundak Upanishad, as well as the Shvetashvatar Upanishad, compare the soul and the super soul to two friendly birds sitting on the same tree. One of the birds, the individual atomic soul, is eating the fruit of the tree, and the other bird, Krishna, is simply watching his friend. One of these two friends, although they are the same in quality, one is captivated by the fruits of the material tree, while the other is simply witnessing the activities of his friend. Krishna is the witnessing bird, and Arjuna is the eating bird. Although they are friends, one is still master and the other is the servant. Forgetfulness of this relationship of the atomic soul is the cause of one's changing his position from one tree to another tree or from one body to another. The Jiva soul is struggling very hard on the tree of the material body, but as soon as he agrees to accept the other bird as the supreme spiritual master, as Arjun agreed to do by voluntary surrender unto Krishna for the instruction, the subordinate bird immediately becomes free from all lamentation.
You said that is what Jiva's soul is struggling very, very hard. The only thing is pay attention to the other bird. Pay attention to your friend. That is what we have to do. Just pay attention. He's sitting next to us to speak to us. That what will make us happy. But unless we are not paying attention to him. So yeah, this is the shloka from Shvetashvatra Upanishad, which gives this analogy. So sometimes we understand where this analogy is given. This is given in Upanishad. Samane vrikshe purushoyo nimagno nisha yashochati muhyamana jushtam yada pashyati anya ishan asya mahimna iti vita shoka. Yes, bro.
Although the two birds are in the same tree, the eating bird is fully engrossed with anxiety and moroseness as the enjoyer of the fruits of the tree. But if in some way or other he turns his face to his friend the Lord and knows his glories, at once the suffering bird becomes free from all anxieties. Arjun has now turned his face towards his eternal friend Krishna and is understanding the Bhagavad Gita from him. And thus, hearing from Krishna, he can understand the supreme glories of the Lord and be free from lamentation. Arjun is advised herewith by the Lord not to lament for the bodily change of his old grandfather and his teacher. He should rather be happy to kill their bodies in righteous fight so that they may be cleansed at once from all reactions from various bodily activities. One who lays down his life on the sacrificial altar or in the proper battlefield is at once cleaned of bodily reactions and promoted to higher status of life. So there was no cause for Arjun's lamentation.
Yeah. So he's telling, don't be happy. You're not killing them. They are getting better bodies. So here, the word which is coming here, no? You might see here the word which comes. Samyati. We can remember this word. Anyani samyati. Samyati means verily accepts. So verily accepts means, which one? Generally, verily accept, this word is coming. So Acharya is right there. That is verily accept means it is a heavenly body. Samyati, it is indicating mainly a heavenly body. Why heavenly body? Verily accepts. Generally, we find that verily accepts doesn't happen. Like when we change the body, then we again have to go to the womb of another mother, stay for the 9 months, and then it's a big process to accept another body. 9 months you have to stay and all that, and it's a great struggle. And whether the delivery will happen or not, or some pregnancy may fail, miscarriage may happen, many other things are there. So a lot of inconveniences are there for, but he said, especially a person who leaves the body on the battlefield, he verily accepts, matlab immediately gets another body. He doesn't have to undergo any inconvenience. Now, can you tell me how is it possible that on which kind of body it is possible that one immediately gets a body and without any facing any inconvenience? What kind of body it should be?
Spiritual body.
Means, I mean to say, okay, spiritual body, and one doesn't have to stay in the womb of mother for 9 months. Which body?
Heavenly body, Prabhuji.
In heavenly body also don't have to go any, even if you stay in the womb, it's a very fatafat wala
सब
thing.
लोग कृष्ण रे मत रस्त.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
that sometimes they directly liberate from this to the Brahmacharya.
Mhm. Sorry, can you please repeat again? I could not understand too.
Sometimes they directly get liberated, Guruji. So no need to come
Ah,
again.
yeah. So yeah, correct. So he said this is mainly talking about heavenly bodies or the better bodies. So samyati. Samyati means very quickly he will get another body. So no need to worry. So Arjuna, Krishna is telling Arjuna, don't worry so much. You are giving them better bodies. You are not doing them violence. You are giving them favor. Because it is so difficult to get another body, better body. But you are giving them opportunity. ना यू में से प्रभु इस ऐसा तो फिर हम सबका मर्डर करना चालू कर देंगे। चलो इस डिवोटी का मर्डर कर दो, इसको मर्डर कर दो, मार डालो, नया बॉडी दे देंगे इसको। ये तब नॉर्मल किलिंग के लिए रूल नहीं है प्रभु ये। दिस इज अ नॉर्मल किलिंग का रूल नहीं है कि चलो एक मेक को मार दो और उनको नया बॉडी देंगे हम। दिस इज नॉट अ डिस्कशन अबाउट दैट। दिस डिस्कशन इज अबाउट धर्म युद्ध। तो इवन कृष्णा टेल्स, बहुत सारे योद्धा लोग अपॉर्चुनिटी अपॉर्चुनिटी का वेट करते हैं, कब फाइटिंग करने मिलेगा, कब फाइटिंग करने मिलेगा। बोले क्यों? बोले मर भी गए तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, बस फाइटिंग करना है। क्यों? क्योंकि पता है नया डेस्टिनेशन, प्रमोशन निश्चित है, गारंटीड प्रमोशन है। जैसे आपको कंपनी में पता है कि कोई पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट लेने पर प्रमोशन गारंटीड मिल रहा है आपको, पक्का अप्रेजल, 100% अप्रेजल मिलने वाला है। बोले फेल भी हो तो भी मिलेगा, और अच्छे से अपने प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट किया तो भी मिलेगा। तो कोई बोलेगा ठीक है ना भाई, दे दो मुझे प्रोजेक्ट, हो कितना भी कठिन हो दे दो, पता है फेल भी हो गया तो भी मिलने वाला है। पीपल लुक फॉर सच प्रोजेक्ट्स। तो ही सेड वॉरियर्स, क्षत्रियस, दे लुक फॉर सच प्रोजेक्ट्स व्हेन द बैटल विल कम एंड वी विल फाइट। आई एम जस्ट रेडी टू फाइट। So he said, Krishna is telling Arjuna, Arey Baba, they are getting this a promotion. You are telling about that they will get demotion. You are giving them promotion. They should be happy. So that is what he's telling him again and again. Vasamsi jirnani anyani samyati. And you can see the beauty of Srila Prabhupada. प्रोपा जो है पर्पट्स को ना बहुत मॉडर्न पर्सपेक्टिव में देते हैं हमको। जनरली आज तक मैंने ये श्लोक जब पढ़ा था तो आपको क्या लगता है, बस जैसे हम ड्रेस चेंज करते हैं वैसे नया ड्रेस मिलता है। प्रोपा ने हमको ऐसा अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिया ना कि जैसे स्वेटर चेंज करते हैं ना, ये ड्रेस खराब होता है दूसरा ड्रेस पकड़ते हैं। तो हमको मुझे लगा कि हाँ बात सही है। लेकिन यहाँ पे कृष्णा क्या बोल रहे हैं पता है? कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं कि दे विल गेट बेटर बॉडीज। हमने कभी इसके बारे में विचार नहीं किया, हम सोचते हैं कि एक ड्रेस खराब होता है हम दूसरा ड्रेस पकड़ते हैं। यहाँ पे कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं उनको बेटर बॉडी मिलने वाला है, नया बॉडी मिलने वाला है, स्पेशली टॉकिंग अबाउट हेवनली बॉडी। तो ये आचार्यों का कहना है हेवनली बॉडी, लेकिन प्रभुपाद बताते ही नहीं, हेवन हेवन कुछ बताते नहीं, फंस जाएगा जीवात्मा बोले फिर से हेवन में। उसको बस तो जितना काम का है उतना बता देते हैं। सो दिस इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ शिल प्रभुपाद। प्रभुपाद बहुत प्रैक्टिकल, गीता इन द प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन शिल प्रभुपाद हैज गिवन। एंड दैट्स व्हाई यस्टरडे वी आल्सो नो ना आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी, he was, some of you might have heard the speech. Narendra Modi gave a speech, beautiful speech on ISKCON Kharghar temple opening, and he was appreciating Srila Prabhupada's teachings and all, Prabhupada's life and all, and so many Westerners accepting. That is because Srila Prabhupada gave the teachings in a very practical manner for the modern application of Kali Yuga. Otherwise, people will be misled. So today, okay, I'll share you this, and I'll share one story little later, not right now. I have to quickly complete certain verses. Okay, so now Krishna is telling him, अरे यू टू मच वरीड अबाउट आई विल किल द सोल। सी सोल को तो सोल तो मिलने, नया बॉडी मिलने ही वाला है। दूसरी बात, बॉडी तो नया मिल जाएगी और सोल तो मर ही नहीं सकता। तो कृष्णा बता रहे हैं कि सोल को तो आप कोई भी नहीं मार सकता। सोल को ना टॉर्नेडो मार सकता है, ना वो लॉस एंजलिस का फायर मार सकता है, ना वोल्केनो मार सकता है, ना तिब्बत नेपाल का अर्थक्वेक मार सकता है, या कोई कोई भी मार नहीं सकता है सोल को, ना बांग्लादेश का रॉयट मार सकता है। कोई कुछ नहीं मार सकता है सोल को। तो कृष्णा बता रहे हैं कि सोल को तो कोई मार ही नहीं सकता है, तुम इतना टेंशन ले रहे हो। नैनं छिन्दन्ति शास्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावक न चैनं क्लेद्यान्तापो न शोषयति मारुता। तो प्रोपाद सोचो, प्रोपाद यहाँ पे परपट में लिखते हैं कि वैदिक टाइम्स में कितने प्रकार के वेपन्स थे। आज हम बोलते हैं कलयुग हमारा एडवांस हो गया है, मॉडर्न साइंस एडवांस हो गया है। आज हमने टॉर्नेडो वेपन देखा है क्या अभी तक? टॉर्नेडो वेपन, ऐसा वेपन जो टॉर्नेडो लाए, ऐसा वेपन जो वोल्केनो लाए, ऐसा वेपन जो हरिकेन लाए। तो भाई वैदिक शास्त्रों में ऐसे भी वेपन्स अवेलेबल थे, जो टॉर्नेडो वेपन, मारुता वेपन। तो यहाँ पे प्रोपाद इसके बारे में भी लिखेंगे। छिंदंती, यस प्रो, पढ़े।
Translation: The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burdened by fire, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. Purport: All kinds of weapons, swords, flame weapons, rain weapons, tornado weapons, etc., are unable to kill the spirit soul. It appears that there were many kinds of weapons made of earth, water, air, ether, etc., in addition to the modern weapons of fire. Even the nuclear weapons of the modern age are classified as fire weapons, but formerly there were other weapons made of all different types of material elements. Fire weapons were counteracted by water weapons, which are now unknown to modern science. Nor do the modern scientists have knowledge of tornado weapons. Nonetheless, the soul can never be cut into pieces nor annihilated by any number of weapons, regardless of scientific devices. The Mayavadis cannot explain how the individual soul came into existence simply by ignorance and consequently become covered by the illusionary energy. Nor was it ever possible to cut the individual souls from the original supreme soul. Rather, the individual souls are eternally separated parts of the supreme soul. Because they are atomic individual souls eternally, they are prone to be covered by the illusionary energy, and thus they become separated from the association of the Supreme Lord, just as the sparks of fire, al- although in one quality with the fire, are prone to be extinguished when out of the fire. In the Vara
प्रोपाद
Puran, the living
ये
entities
हमें बोल रहा
are
है कि
described.
सोल को कट करना पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। इस सोल को कट करना ही पॉसिबल नहीं है। तो वो बोल रहे हैं कि वेपन्स कट नहीं कर सकते। ये तो मायावादी का जो थेरी है कि सोल जो था वो पहले एक था भगवान, भगवान जो अनेक सोल में डिवाइड हो गए और बाद में वापस जाके मिक्स हो जाएंगे। तो प्रभुपाद यहाँ पे वही बोल रहे हैं, कृष्णा भी वही बोल रहे हैं कि सोल का आइडेंटिटी हमेशा इंडिविजुअल रहता है। सोल ना कभी किसी में मर्ज हो सकता है, क्योंकि सोल ना किसी के अंदर मर्ज हो सकता है, और सोल जो है वो कट भी नहीं हो सकता, टूट भी नहीं सकता। सो जो मायावादी का जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि सोल कभी ना कभी एग्जिस्टेंस में आया और अभी इल्यूजन में आ गया, तो ये भी प्रोपद यहाँ पे उसको बोल रहे हैं कि दिस इज रॉन्ग। सो इवन आफ्टर बीइंग लिबरेटेड फ्रॉम द इल्यूजन, अगर कोई इल्यूजन से मुक्ति भी प्राप्त करता है, लेकिन वो अपना आइडेंटिटी स्पेशल रखते हैं। तो यहाँ पे एक अर्जुन का और कृष्ण का थॉट प्रोसेस बताया जा रहा है। पढ़िए प्रभु, अर्जुन क्या सोच रहे हैं, पढ़िए।
But
Just as the house dweller is destroyed when this house is burned, when the body is destroyed by the blow of weapons, the soul should be also be destroyed. Swords, Sastrani cannot cut it. The fire weapon, Pavaka, cannot burn it. The rain weapon, Apaha, cannot wet it. The wind weapon, Maruta, cannot dry it. Accordingly, the Atma is not disturbed at all by being exposed to all these types of weapons, neither those used for striking or those that are thrown.
वो बोले किसी घर को आग लगाओगे तो अंदर घर का आदमी भी मर जाएगा, तो तुम मेरे शरीर को आग लगाओगे तो मेरा आत्मा भी मर जाएगा। भगवान बोले टेंशन मत लो, आत्मा को कुछ नहीं हो सकता है। तो कितना अंडरस्टैंडिंग देना पड़ रहा है भगवान को, केवल एक चीज करवाने के लिए, फाइट करो फाइट करो फाइट करो। इतना अच्छा सबको दिया जा रहा है। अच्छेद्योऽयम् अधायोऽयम् अक्लेद्यो शोष्य एव च नित्य सर्वगतः स्थाणुर् अचलोऽयं सनातना। सो यहाँ पे एक वर्ड जो आ रहा है सर्वगतः। सर्वगतः, तो श्रील प्रभुपाद इस वर्ड को लेते हैं सर्वगतः। सोल का एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है कि वो सर्वगतः है, सब जगह
हर
प्रेजेंट है।
जगह है।
सोल सब जगह पर, हर जगह पर प्रेजेंट है। तो टू द एक्सटेंट फायर में भी प्रेजेंट है, पानी में भी प्रेजेंट है, हर जगह पर सोल प्रेजेंट है, उसको कहते हैं सर्वगतः। तो यहाँ पर सोल के कुछ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स बताए। अछेदयो, आप इसको छेद नहीं सकते। बाद में आदयः, अदायः, इसको जला नहीं सकते। अक्लेद्यो, इसको डुबा नहीं सकते। अशोषयः, इसको हवा लगा के सुखा भी नहीं सकते सोल को। बाद में सर्वगतः, तो इस प्रकार से अचलो, कभी हिला भी नहीं सकते। अयम सनातन, तो यस ब्रो,
The individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble, and can be neither burned nor dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, eternally the same. The soul cannot be
yeah.
cut, cannot be
So
burned, cannot
okay,
be
okay,
modified or dried.
uh, so in this basically just read this much.
The word Sarvagata, all pervading, is significant because there is no doubt that living entities are all over God's creation. They live on the land, in the water, in the air, within the earth, and even within the fire. The belief that they are sterilized in fire is not acceptable because it is clearly stated here that the soul cannot be burned by fire. Therefore, there is no doubt that there are living entities also in the sun planet with the suitable bodies to live there. If the sun globe is inhabited, then the word Sarvagata, living everywhere, becomes meaningless.
So yeah, we can understand from this that there is a life on sun planet also. Because of this, hearing this word Sarvagataha, there is life in Mars also. There is a life on Jupiter also. We don't have to do so much research. Another word which is being used here is sthanuhu. Sthanuhu. Sthanu का मतलब आत्मा also has a fixed form. There is a form, and there are some fixed qualities also. Sthanu and achalaha. So this again destroys the conception of Mayavad also, that soul has form, soul has form, and it has a achalaha. So yeah, 25th shloka. Avyaktoyam avikaryoyam uchyate तस्माद्विद्वैनं नानुशोचितुम् अर्हसि. So today we'll complete in 27 shlokas. That 27th is a very big shloka, and tomorrow we'll complete the Solala section. Then we'll jump into another section that is of duties. So till 30th shloka, all the knowledge of soul is given. 2.11 to 2.30, the knowledge of soul is being given. Yeah.
It is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable, and immutable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body. As described previously, the magnitude of the soul is so small for our material calculation that he cannot be seen even by the most powerful microscope. Therefore, he is invisible. As far as the soul's existence is concerned, no one can establish his existence experimentally beyond the proof of Shruti or Vedic wisdom. We have to accept this truth because there is no other source of understanding the existence of the soul. Although it is a fact by perception, there are many things we have to accept solely on grounds of superior authority. No one can deny the existence of his father based upon the authority of his mother. There is no source of understanding the identity of the father except by the authority of the mother. Similarly, there is no source of understanding the soul of except by studying the Vedas. In other words, the soul is inconceivable by human experimental knowledge. The soul is conscious. The soul is consciousness and conscious. That also is the statement of the Vedas, and we have to accept that unlike the bodily changes, there is no change in the soul. As eternally unchangeable, the soul remains atomic in comparison to the infinite supreme soul. The supreme soul is infinite and the atomic soul is infinitesimal. Therefore, the infinitesimal soul, being unchangeable, can never become equal to the infinite soul or the supreme personality of Godhead. This concept is repeated in the Vedas in different ways just to confirm the stability of the conception of the soul. Repetition of something is necessary in order that we understand the matter thoroughly without error.
Yeah, so I find so much things are repeated again and again. It appears to be repetition, but he said, Prabhupada said, repetition of something which is very important is necessary. And that's why again and again एकदम totally समझाने के लिए सोल क्या है, यहाँ पे नित्य वर्ड भी यूज किया, सनातन वर्ड भी यूज किया, ऑल्दो एक सेम 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 लगता है, तो वैसा बार बार यूज किया जा रहा है सनातन धर्म. ओके, फाइन. What is the benefit of knowing the soul? पढ़िए, to the extent.
To the extent that you know the nature of Atma, evam vidiyatva, with certainty, you will no longer lament. The Lord will.
Yeah. So you will no longer lamentation. You will never have lamentation in your life for a person who has understood the nature of Atma very, very properly. And that's why Krishna is now in the next verse, in the 29th verse, he will tell that आत्मा का अलग अलग अंडरस्टैंडिंग अलग अलग लोगों का है. तो कृष्णा ने खुद का ओपिनियन दिया, लेकिन अर्जुन बोलेगा ते तुम्हारा ओपिनियन है. तो कृष्णा कहते हैं ऐसा मत सोचो, मेरे बहुत सारे अलग अलग लोगों का क्या ओपिनियन है आत्मा के बारे में, वो भी बताता हूँ. नहीं तो आपको लगेगा कि मैं बोल रहा हूँ इसलिए आपको एक्सेप्ट करना है. मैं अलग अलग फिलोसोफर्स, अलग अलग आचार्यों का सोल के बारे में क्या बोलना है, तो इसके बारे में. ओके, जस्ट लिटिल मोर थिंक अबाउट सोल. प्लीज रीड द ट्रांसलेशन.
If, however, you think that the soul or the symptom of life is always born and dies forever, you still have no reason to lament, O mighty Atma.
हाँ, वो बोले अगर इनकेस अर्जुन, आप मुझे तो आप पता है कि आप ऑथिस्टिक व्यक्ति नहीं हो, लेकिन अगर आप इनकेस मानते हो कि सोल जो है हमेशा बॉर्न ही रहता है और एक बार मरने के बाद हमेशा मर जाता है, जैसे बुद्धिस्ट लोग जो है ना वो बोलते हैं शून्यवाद, सोल है, एक दिन मर जाएगा और बाद में लाइफ खत्म हो जाएगी. सोचो कितने अलग अलग प्रकार की फिलोसफी है. कोई बोलता है सोल हमेशा इधर ही रहेगा मटेरियल वर्ल्ड के अंदर, आप कुछ भी करो कभी स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड नहीं जाएगा. कोई बोलता है सोल जो है भगवान के अंदर मर्ज हो जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा. कोई बोलता है सोल एक बार मर गया, लाइफ खत्म, जीरो हो जाएगा सब कुछ. कितने प्रकार के फिलोसोफर्स आ चुके हैं, सबका अलग अलग फिलोसफी है. तो कृष्णा उनके फिलोसफी से बता रहे हैं कि चलो अर्जुन, इनकेस अर्जुन तुम बुद्धिस्ट वालों का फिलोसफी रखते हो तो भी तुम्हें फाइट करना चाहिए. ओ अर्जुन, तुम अगर मायावाद का फिलोसफी रखते हो तो भी तुम्हें फाइट करना चाहिए. तुम अथिस्टिक व्यक्ति हो चार्वाक की तरह, तो भी तुम्हें फाइट करना चाहिए. तो ऐसे अनेक अनेक प्रोपा इस परपट में लिखते हैं कि कितने सारे लोग अलग अलग फिलोसोफर आके गए. लोकायिता, स्वैभाषिका, आप जो भी हो आपको फाइट करना चाहिए. ये प्रोपद अच्छा लिखते हैं, ये पढ़िए ब्रो, मस्त लिखे प्रोपद यहाँ पे.
No one, even if Arjuna did not believe in the existence of the soul, as in the Vaibhashika philosophy, there would still have been no cause for lamentation. No one laments the loss of a certain bulk of chemicals and stops discharging his prescribed duty. On the other hand, in modern science and scientific warfare, so many tons of chemicals are wasted for achieving victory over the enemy.
सुइसाइड की अगर आप मानते नहीं हो सोल को तो भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं. सुइसाइड आपका अगर टेंशन था कि मुझे सिन लगेगा, तो सुइसाइड की आपको सिंफुल रिएक्शन का टेंशन लेने के लिए आप मानते ही नहीं हो, पुनर्जन्म नहीं है. अगर पुनर्जन्म का कंसेप्ट ही नहीं है तो कोई पुनर्जन्म लेने ही नहीं वाला है, तो बोले पाप कैसे लगेगा तुम्हें. सो कृष्णा कितने कंपैशनेटली बता रहे हैं कि अलग अलग फिलोसफीज के थ्रू बता रहे हैं कि सभी फिलोसफी सपोर्ट करती है कि तुम्हें इस धर्म युद्ध में फाइट करना है. अगर तुम एथिस्ट हो, नॉन एथिस्ट हो, बुद्धिस्ट हो, जो भी हो तुम, सब लोग बताते हैं कि तुम्हें धर्म युद्ध में फाइट करना है. तो इस प्रकार से भगवान यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं. ओके, यहाँ पे बेनिफिट क्यों ऐसा बोला जा रहा है कि क्षत्रिय ने फाइट करना चाहिए, इसके बारे में ये स्टेटमेंट है प्रभु भागवत में बताया है. अगर क्षत्रिय जो है वो फाइट नहीं करेगा तो क्या होगा. क्षत्रियाणामयं धर्म प्रजापात् प्रजापति विनिर्मिता भ्रात्रापि भ्रातरं हन्यात् येन घोरात्मना स्ततः. ये वाला पढ़िए ब्रो।
The code of sacred duty of for warriors established by Lord Brahma enjoins that one may have to kill even his own brother. That indeed is the most dreadful law.
तो ब्रह्मा ने कुछ क्षत्रिय की फाइटिंग के रूल्स बनाए हैं, प्रजापति, कि इवन किसी का कोई फैमिली मेंबर भी क्यों ना हो, लेकिन अगर वो धर्म युद्ध है, भाई को, पापा को, किसी को भी मारना पड़ सकता है आपको, और अगर वैसा धर्म युद्ध में नहीं मारा तो आपको पाप लगता है, यू आर डूइंग इनजस्टिस एंड यू आर डूइंग, यू विल गेट अ सिंफुल रिएक्शन। सो इस सेट ये क्षत्रिय का कोड एंड कंडक्ट है, तो ब्रह्मा जी के इससे उन्होंने बताया। सो पूरा एकदम बहुत बड़े से लास्ट श्लोक का for today. I think okay, we'll continue this tomorrow only. I think we'll not be able to cover today. We have 2 minutes. Any discussions or questions? Because this is a little big shloka. Jatasya hi dhruva mrityur. We'll complete soul section tomorrow. Then
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
yes, bro.
In this 25th verse, there are 4 ways given for the soul. I mean, for doing any harm to the soul or for destruction of the soul, like to cut it or to dry it or to weight it or to fire it, like to burn it. So like it might feel this question might feel like, but like why these are only 4 methods given? There are many other ways we can destroy the soul's existence or like that. So like, is there any relation to these 4 processes or like what?
What all methods are there, bro? I also want to know later.
I mean, we can
पूरी दुनिया अर्थ, वाटर, एयर, फायर, इथर से बनी है। ये 5 वे तो कवर कर दिए, अभी बचता क्या है प्रभु?
like uh, okay, like there are only these 4 methods in relation with the matter. 5 different
दुनिया
methods.
ही अर्थ, वाटर, फायर, एयर, इथर से। वाटर में डुबा नहीं सकते, फायर से जला नहीं सकते, विंड से हवा नहीं मार सकते, अर्थ में उसको डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते, कट कट करके डुबा नहीं सकते, सोल्यूबल नहीं है वो। और इथर, इथर तो मतलब हाँ, इथर में क्या करोगे इथर से उसको? हवा से हवा भी नहीं लगती उसको, तो अभी बचा क्या, आप बताओ?
Okay,
मैं
understand.
ही वो मे बी लाइक मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी पूछ रहे बोल रहे हैं
कौन सी
एटम में
मॉडर्न, वही तो बताओ कौन सी मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी? एटॉमिक बॉम्ब जो है वो भी एक फायर है, उससे कुछ होता नहीं। बाद में आपके पास इसके अलावा कोई टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है ना।
इलेक्ट्रिक ओवन बोल रहे हैं कुछ
हाँ, पावका लिखा है ना, पावका, दहती, दहती भी लिखा है। इलेक्ट्रिक मतलब आग जलेगा ना अल्टीमेटली, वो भी नहीं है,
Understood. Yeah.
कुछ नहीं हो सकता।
Basically, relation with the
या
matter.
ओके, एनी अदर? यस, स्वप्न ब्रो।
This project, my question is, as it is mentioned, like Prabhupada is mentioning that the warriors of the fight, they will get the higher body in the higher planets. So in the modern days, the soldiers, they are protecting the countries. So like will they be in future they will get a body in the higher planets? What the result of their that karma?
First of all, Kshatriya Dharma is not only about fighting, Prabhu. You have to understand that, like the education Dharma, like ideally Brahmana, teacher's Dharma, you know, na? Teacher. Teacher is a very noble profession. He is respected like a Brahmana. He's a Brahmana. But you see today, teachers' education has only become what? Business. It has become a business only. Teachers nowadays, even they teach in multiple organizations, they go and teach. Like multiple coaching class they done, business, everything is in the deem of money only. Everything is calculated. So are they really teachers? Are they really worthy of Brahmanas? And that is not the only duty of teaching. Teaching is not the only duty of a Brahmana. So there are many other things to be done. Similarly, it is not that only person who fights is a soldier and is a Kshatriya. Is he really doing Kshatriya Dharma? That Kshatriya Dharma means also he is supposed to do charity work, he is supposed to give protection, he is supposed to follow the moral codes and laws and conducts, read scriptures. So it is not that just because he fights that is called as. But yeah, if such a person is working under the direction of some Rajrishi king and they're fighting for him, because not that every Kshatriya will be like having that much knowledge, but if the soldiers are fighting in the direction of a bona fide Raja and who is guiding them and who is following the Kshatriya Dharma properly, then they get. So now to comment about whether in general to give a comment about any soldier, what will happen, whether all Indian soldiers will go or whether all Pakistan soldier will go, or which soldiers will go to heaven. That is like difficult, because generally most of the fightings are nowadays overcome with greed. There is greed and lust. That is the main reason for fight, and not dharma yuddha, because they are not fighting on the based on the codes of the laws of God, that God has told them. That's why very rarely like that. So this is mainly because of greed only. Like Duryodhana and Parati, now you may say that they also did not follow the Vedic dharma, and they also were fighting on the laws of like Bhishma Pitama and Drona. They were also sometimes empowered by greed only, na? They were not fighting according to Shastra, somebody may say. But no, because they are doing the Kshatriya dharma very properly, they'll fight according to the rules and laws of Kshatriya dharma. Kshatriya dharma जो है ना कि उनको सैक्रिफाइस करना, पठन करना, वैदिक रिचुअल्स करना, वो सब करते हैं वो लोग। तो उसके बाद फाइट कर रहे हैं वो लोग। It doesn't matter which party you are, whether you are on Pakistan side or whether you're in India side. That time it does not matter, because they do their Kshatriya dharma very properly. तो उसके जो भी अलग अलग क्वालिटी क्षत्रिय धर्म के, तब फाइट करो, तब आपको हेवंस निश्चित है भाई। इसके बारे में बता पाना कि कौन जाएगा कौन नहीं जाएगा, ये तो इंडिविजुअल सोल ही। इवन वी कैन नॉट कमेंट अबाउट एनी डिवोटी ऑल्सो, हु विल गो हु विल नॉट गो, वेदर भगवत धाम जाएंगे नहीं जाएंगे, ये कृष्णा ही जानते हैं सिर्फ, और हम ही जानते हैं। यस अभिनंदन प्रभु।
Especially recently, Radha Swami Maharaj like spoke on the soul. He said that we are not like from spiritual world. We are eternally from this material world only, because Maya cannot touch the supreme Lord of abode. So हम जनरली बोलते हैं ना कि we are fallen from the spiritual world from standard position. तो फिर महाराज ने ऐसे क्यों बोला?
फिर से बताओ प्रभु।
कि महाराज ने बोला कि हम मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में ही रहते हैं प्रभु जी, हम वहां से आए ही नहीं।
कौन से महाराज?
राधा गोविंद स्वामी महाराज
हाँ,
he was
ये तो मतलब फिर से जीवा फॉल का बहुत हॉट डिबेटेबल इशू है हमारा ये। क्या कहते हैं, जहाँ कोई बोलता है हम मटल वर्ल्ड में ही थे, कोई बोलते हैं हम ब्रह्म ज्योति में थे। कहीं से तो गिरे, इतना तो निश्चित है हम कहीं ना कहीं से गिरे हैं। तो मटल वर्ल्ड में तो ऑलरेडी गिरा हुआ चीज़ है, तो कहाँ कहाँ से गिरे? कुछ लोग बोलते हैं हम ब्रह्म ज्योति से गिरे, कोई बोलता है हम स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड से गिरे। सो इसके अलग 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 ओपिनियंस है सबके। इवन विद इन इस्कॉन समटाइम देयर मे बी लिटिल डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन, बट इतने सारे कंफ्यूजन के बीच में द बेस्ट थिंग इज टू एक्सेप्ट श्रील प्रभुपाद वर्डिक्ट, कि प्रभुपाद ने बोल दिया है हम गिरे हैं। ठीक है, पहले हम उधर से इधर गिरे, इधर से उधर गिरे, कहाँ गिरे पता नहीं, पर गिरे बेसिकली कहीं से तो गिरे, इतना मान लेना चाहिए। तो और कभी कभी कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि एक्चुअली हम इधर ही है, हम स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड और मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में सिर्फ कॉन्शियसनेस का डिफरेंस है। तो कुछ लोग कहते हैं हम सिर्फ कॉन्शियसनेस में गिरे हैं। बस कॉन्शियसनेस अगर कृष्णा के साथ मिक्स हो जाए, वी बिकम कृष्णा कॉन्शियस, देन देयर इज नो मटेरियल वर्ल्ड ओनली दैट। सो इन वन सेंस वी ओनली कॉन्शियसनेस में हमारा गिरे है। तो हम मटेरियल में हो कहाँ पे भी हो, नित्य बुद्ध और नित्य सिद्ध में इतना ही फर्क है कॉन्शियसनेस का। तो ये तो टॉपिक वैसा ही टॉपिक है, जो इसका आंसर आई थिंक ओनली कृष्णा ही दे पाएंगे भगवत धाम जाने के बाद। इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर बाकी संप्रदाय में तो इसका है ही नहीं अंडरस्टैंडिंग। बाकी संप्रदाय के हिसाब से हम मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में ही रहते हैं, हम स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड से ही नहीं आए। तो अलग 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 सबका अंडरस्टैंडिंग है। लेकिन क्रिश्चियनिटी एक ऐसा है, क्रिश्चियनिटी खुद कहता है, क्रिश्चियनिटी में बोलते हैं कि हम ऊपर से गिरे हैं, हम हेवन से गिरे हैं, या तो फिर हम स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड से गिरे। क्रिश्चियनिटी भी वही कहते हैं, कुरान भी वही कहते हैं। तो अभी वो थोड़ा दिस इज आई थिंक उधर जाने के बाद कुछ पता चल जाए तो व्हाट्सअप कर देना कहाँ से गिरे। और तो पता नहीं प्रभु। स्टेटस स्टेटस में डाल सकते हैं, आई केम फ्रॉम स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड। अरे
एक और क्वेश्चन था मुझे बस, लाइक रिलेटेड टू सुप्रीम ओनली, दैट वहां पे मेंशन था कि परपट में वन हु फाइट्स इन द राइटियस वॉर ही विल बी गेट लिबरेटेड। तो जो सोल्जर्स थे ब्रो जी, लाइक भीष्मा दुर्योधन, दे वर द लाइक पार्ट ऑफ द लीलास ऑफ द लॉर्ड ओनली, बट व्हाट अबाउट द सोल्जर्स, लाइक आर दे आल्सो गेट बेनिफिटेड बिकॉज दे आर leading the battle from the like adharma side, bro ji, like Pandava said
they will be finished, they will be finished. Krishna said na, all of them will die. All of them will die, and surely heavenly body they will surely get. Heavenly body, any soldier who dies on the battle, because this is considered declarance of dharma yuddha, fight of right versus wrong. Dharma yuddha is there. So he said on God himself is present, and the fight is done based on shastric principles. And the fight शास्त्रिक प्रिंसिपल क्या है ब्रो? ऐसा मत सोचो कि दुर्योधन के पास शास्त्रिक प्रिंसिपल नहीं है। दुर्योधन के पास भी शास्त्रिक प्रिंसिपल है, उसका मिस एप्लीकेशन है वो। इट्स धर्म युद्ध, मिस एप्लीकेशन ऑफ शास्त्रिक प्रिंसिपल। शास्त्रिक प्रिंसिपल सबके पास रहता है, फिलोसॉफी सबके पास है फाइट करने के लिए। बांग्लादेश के पास भी है, इंडिया के पास भी है, सबके पास अपनी फिलोसॉफी है फाइट करने के लिए। लेकिन ये ऐसा फिलोसॉफी की बात नहीं कर रहा है, ये धर्म युद्ध है। धर्म युद्ध से हर सोल्जर जो है वो फाइट कर रहा है, हेवन तो निश्चित है। बट मोर मोर अबाउट दैट, तथैव चान्य नरलोक वीरा य आहवे कृष्ण मुखारविंदम। भागवतम कहता है एवरी वन ऑफ देम got liberation, and many of them got spiritual world also. Why? Because they got an arrow which was shot by Arjuna, and they saw the beautiful face of Lord Krishna. So इस उनका शुद्धिकरण भी हो गया, पाप भी चला गया, और भगवान अंत्य नारायण स्मृति भी हो गया। तो भगवत धाम इस महाभारत वार में तो निश्चित हुआ है। अभी फिर से अगेन कमिंग बैक टू हमारे इंडिया पाकिस्तान वार में क्या होने वाला है, इसके बारे में मुझे नहीं पता प्रभु कि क्या होगा, लेकिन हर सोल्जर जो प्रेजेंट है महाभारत में, उसको लिबरेशन या स्वर्ग तो निश्चित मिला है। जय हरे कृष्ण। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः वत्स पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much.